Prioritize party chat. That's what I want.
Okay, it is coming through now. So we have everything set up.
Yep, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, we got it working. Now all I gotta do is go back on Twitch. I don't know why I was an idiot and closed it. Which, if you want to start the dungeon, I'll just have it going through, and I'll have it hosted on my channel with your hosting.
All right, boys and girls, we've got this rolling.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. We had issues.
Today we are streaming Final Fantasy XIV Realms Reborn. Well, I guess in this case it would be Storm's Blood
of the Dead.
With me today, I have Souls from Soul 70 Gaming.
Sup?
We're going to be conquering Palace of the Dead.
Help me.
No, I will not hold you.
Damn it.
As you can see, I'm playing as a cat person. Super badass. Souls over here is playing as a rejected gerbil.
It's a smexy gerbil. There's a difference.
I'm sorry, Smexy gerbil. Jeez. We had just a few technical difficulties, but we got it worked out. What? As you can see, the place we are currently at, if I can work myself over to the back. There we go. We are in the South Shroud of the Quarry Mill.
I was about to say, are you just pointing at your map? Because I was about to die laughing if you were. It's right here! They can't see where your finger is.
Right here!
What, are you blind?
I'm pointing at it. But Palace of the Dead is an area where when you get to reach level 30, I believe, you can obtain a quest.
I think it's 18 for the first floors and then 30 for the second set.
Details.
Details are important.
I'm pretty sure most of them will look it up on Google anyways.
Did you say Google or Moogle?
Google.
Okay.
Yeah, Souls, they're going to go to Moogle.com.
Don't doubt it. It exists. It exists.
Actually, it's Moogle.net.
You type in Moogle.com, it's a freaking porn site. I would die laughing. I'm tempted to look it up.
Only you. Only you.
You type in the site, look at that fur.
But, anywho, you come and talk to Mr. Wood Whaler Expeditionary Captain here. And he promotes you into the battle. Now, you get specialized gear. You don't get to use your own. And any class you choose starts off as level 1. Any of your levels that you have do not pertain to this dungeon whatsoever. It's kind of like a survival game in a way. You go through, floor by floor, basically trying to make it to the next boss.
However, you do gain EXP on the outside world from going in here.
This is true. without further ado, we're going to dive into the dungeon.
Click wait!
No, you don't click wait.
Always click wait! If it makes you feel better, when you said the Jack and Daxter thing, on my phone it clicked up that you're streaming Kingdom Hearts. It isn't Twitch special.
Right? Alright.
Close that little box. Don't fuck with the white mage.
Never mess with the white mage. Always mess with the white mage.
All I can do is throw stones.
Alright. As you can see, it's kind of like a map dungeon. You move from one room to the next. You're basically looking for a key to the next area.
For those of you who are familiar with Soul Calibur 2, it kind of looks like that map.
Pretty much. Defeating a certain amount of monsters unlocks the Cairn of Return, which, if Souls here dies, I can bring him back.
If you die.
I don't die. What are you talking about?
I have healing.
There's also treasure chests throughout the area that give you specialized items as well. Which I closed out that screen. I was going to show it, but I can't remember how to open it again.
Start and character.
Oh, there we go. Like here. Yes. When you get further into level, there are traps. A lot of the traps are considerably annoying. Some of them are actually okay. One thing you definitely want to do is look for pieces of a cursed hoard. Those actually give you the opportunity to obtain rare gear as you go through the dungeon. As you can tell, I've been playing a while because my Etherful arms are already plus 30. And as you can see, the more mobs you take out, the faster you can level up. Now, Souls is playing as a specialized White Mage class, which, in order to unlock, you have to obtain a Conjurer level 30.
Which is a pain in the ass.
I am playing as a Samurai class, which is an even more pain in the ass because you have to have level any of 70. Your classes reach level 70.
I can't do shit now.
And as you can tell, Soul stepped on a trap and got himself silenced and cannot use any physical actions. Sometimes it's a good thing when he's silenced.
I swear to God, I'll pull up Moogle.com again. I swear to God. I'll just go over and whack him with my staff. Shockingly, it actually does damage.
I would hope so, considering yours should be plus 30 as well.
Actually, what is mine at? That's a good question. I can't tell to look at the stream when it pops up because everything's shrunk.
Go to character? Oh.
You know I'm blind as a bat.
Understatement.
I just popped up on the stream. I still can't say it. It's like 20 something. Pop
it up on the game.
It is on the game. That doesn't mean I can see it.
think you're lying to me.
You know I'm halfway blind. And there are 3 types of chests: red chest, blue chest, and mimics.
Yep. Red chests will usually give you items to activate on each of the floors.
Ribbit. Lick me.
Blue chests will actually increase your ether pool arms.
Ribbit.
And Soul stepped on another trap. I'll let you guys know right now, he's very trap fanatic. Like, if you want to clear a room of traps, just party up the souls. You'll be fine.
Hey, at least when you get on the traps, it doesn't take away the protection or anything that I cast on us.
Right?
That would suck. A lot.
Just a little bit. How dare you hit me? But once you find these areas right here, this is what allows you to teleport to the next floor. If any enemies are in the area, however, it closes off until you defeat them. We found this out the hard way.
Remember the one floor that you love so much that if you step on the trap, everything turns into a mimic?
Yes.
And Josh's favorite floor, the one with the slimes that he gets to touch and goes to explode.
Now, in case you guys were wondering and probably determined and figured out, mimics on this Palace of the Dead are like worse than the bosses. They will cast a curse upon you that will continuously bleed you throughout the entire dungeon until you get a cleansing item. In which case, then you'll be fine. Oh, treasure chest. Ow.
I found another trap!
It was a landmine.
Same difference!
But for sure, if you ever find a treasure chest that turns into a mimic, you want to kill it as quickly as possible.
Or pray to God your range.
Alive. Most of the time, mimics will target the character who's playing as melee.
Found another one!
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, just find souls. Invite him to your party. He will clear every trap for you. Now, when going through the first 10 levels before you reach the boss, you want to try and level up as much as possible. It makes fighting the bosses, from that point on, a little bit easier.
And for those of you who have not played this game and was watching from my perspective, you'll notice that my spell got cancelled as soon as that went around the corner. You, as a spellcaster or a range, you have to have visibility on the actual monster to attack it. Otherwise, it cancels out your attack.
Yep. For melee characters, it doesn't matter if they try to circle behind you, dodge off to your side, you will always auto-attack them. The only time you actually have to have a line of sight is if you're activating a skill that is a ranged skill for a melee character. Treasure.
Treasure?
Treasure.
Red chest.
Which gives us another item to use.
We shall just call the revive points the reset button.
Exactly. For when Souls makes that one mistake.
Just because I step on every trap that I come across does not mean I'm going to make a mistake.
Now, for doing the Palace of the Dead, you can two-man the palace and get extremely far through the game. It's actually not that hard. If you've got someone who's if you have someone who's extremely skilled as far as, you know, healing, then they can sit in the back while the person who's the melee basically tanks everything for them. And as you guys saw, a cursed treasure chest basically pop up at random. Now there are items that will let you know if there is a cursed treasure chest on the floor you're searching. But those you want to try and save for when you get to the higher levels. Because the treasure chests you get from there are actually worth a lot more than what you get in the beginning.
You got a goblin on.
Now, Palace of the Dead likes to be very cheeky. As you guys saw, we were fighting Palace Death Mice. These little death mice, if you get them to a certain health, will explode and literally insta-kill whoever's next to them.
Then you have the goblins that throw bombs.
Yep, Palace of the Dead literally lives up to its name of Palace of the Dead. So just like Mimics, if you see a death mouse, kill him.
Bastard,
do not let that little sucker stay alive.
That was mine!
Don't worry, I shared it with you. Now, as you go through the floors will also mark exactly what's in the room. If you're completionists like us, then you'll want to circle throughout the entire room, find everything that you can. Like
it also helps you level up faster. Especially since stuff respawns.
Exactly.
So if you see a floor that you're getting a lot of EXP on and you can easily kill stuff, doesn't hurt to kind of just wander around aimlessly for a couple minutes.
And as Souls has stated for you guys, as you can see, we've already reached level 10 and we're only on the 3rd floor.
And we still have 7 more to go.
Now, over here to the right, in between the key and the lock, this will actually show you if there are any buffs or debuffs after you pass the stage 10. Palace of the Dead also likes to be snippy as far as, you know, making every single room you enter have poison. Or making it to where, mobs take reduced damage and you take double the damage.
Or your health will just start depleting out of frickin' nowhere.
Exactly. Now, for the Samurai, he has his own status effects that he does for as far as buffs. As you can see, my Jinpu actually allows me to deal stronger attacks. Shifu allows me to reset all of my cooldowns a lot faster.
No, focus on the... Hey, over here, if you want to show everybody, here's a blue chest.
Alright. And, like we stated before, here is a blue chest. These are the chests that allow you to upgrade your ether pool arms.
when it's random.
The-
And sometimes it doesn't give you crap.
Yep. If you're like me and Souls who've already got plus 30 gear, then being in the low level areas isn't going to offer you much. But if you're just starting out playing Palace of the Dead, you definitely want to make sure you find as many of these chests as possible.
The good thing is, as long as you have at least one... Ow.
And this is what we were talking about. Sometimes they're crap.
Good thing we have protection on.
I don't know, mine feels a little tight. Got anything bigger?
I got a trash bag.
That might work.
And you have straight attacks. I have one attack, and I have debuffs and healing.
Yep. Another thing you can do is you can actually press your center button on your PS4 controller, and you can see what kind of buffs or debuffs you have. In this case, the innervation reduces the amount of damage that I take.
I pressed the wrong center button.
And quite literally, people, when I say center button, I literally do mean in the middle of the controller. Don't be like a Souls.
At least yours does. Mine doesn't do that.
No, I guess mine is the more advanced controller.
That or you have your controls set up differently than mine are.
Could be.
Because you do tend to mess with hotkeys, and I just kind of leave things as default. You and B like to be fancy.
What? It comes with years of gaming. For you people that are watching that have played World of Warcraft, you know what the hell I'm talking about. Don't sit there and act like you don't.
Nope, still not there. And yet, even that game, you still trusted me to heal in DPS.
Yep.
Because I didn't need the controls or anything. I just used my ADHD to focus on the buttons.
Alright, here we go. Here's one that I was talking to you guys about. This provides us with haste. It allows our auto attacks to go up faster. Plus, it also reduces the cast time for our skills and spells.
No.
Sadly, though, these buffs only last for just this one floor. You never know what you might get.
Go stand back here.
There you go. When you see that little special ping, that means your ether pool arms has been upgraded. Unless you're, buff like we are. And then you have luring traps that will just lure her hordes of monsters after you. And remember, boys and girls, it's always good to have someone like Souls on your team because he can run around and have the monsters chase him.
I'm tasty.
Now, This game also offers you the wonderful sense to see exactly when mobs are going to unleash AoE attacks. Or straight line attacks.
Or you're gonna die attacks.
Like this guy here. When he's about to explode, he'll leave out a big yellow circle, letting you know that's how far you must move in order to avoid his attack.
And that one wasn't even my fault!
And like Souls was saying, there are mobs that will do basic one-hit KO type moves on you.
Kinda like that little person can petrify you.
Yep. And if the petrification isn't taken off and any of your party members die, it's an instant game over and you start off back at level 1. Now, some bosses, especially field bosses, which will appear out of nowhere at certain points of an area, will launch specialty type attacks that you cannot see their area of effect. However, they do telegraph them extremely well. If you see a boss basically rearing his fist back and he's just holding it there for the longest of times, it might be a good idea to run.
Oh, you mean like Odin?
Yes, just like Odin.
You see him running at you, you might want to get the hell out the way.
There are bosses like a specialized golem. He will do a complete 360 spin that's about the size of this room. The only way that you can actually tell he's about to unleash that attack is he'll lift his club up into the air and he'll sit there and begin charging an aura around his body.
You know, at some point when we get used to this game again, we need to get some people together and do the advanced elementals again to try to get the weapons.
We do. Oh, I know. I think of a. I know of another thing we can do for everybody. We can feature some of the field bosses that they can run into.
Hey, it gives me the reason to live stream more on YouTube.
Right?
Especially now with our work schedules.
I got distracted a little bit.
Treasure!
Oh, there we go. Now I'm running into them. You're rubbing off on me!
Can you do spells and skills again?
I can use skills, I can't use any spells, but I don't have any spells, so...
Oh, I wonder what the thing it took off of you was then. Because you had 2 debuffs on you.
Pacification seals skills.
Oh,
Silence
okay.
seals spells. Yep. Which is a good thing to remember. If you're a melee and you know there's a boss that croak.
Damn it.
But if you're a melee and you know there's a boss that always continuously casts silence, then you can basically frontline him.
I guess it's a good thing there's not a monkey in this dungeon.
Right?
Is it bad I don't remember what half my skills do?
And this is what I'm dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. Save me.
Hey, in all fairness, how long has it been since we played this together? Because that was the last time I actually played this.
Quite a while, I guess.
I think it was August.
Then again, I've been streaming off how to play the Astrologian, so...
Maybe you should link that to Josh so he can learn.
Maybe I should. I do play it better than he does. And yes, for those of you that are just noticing, Final Fantasy XIV has released an outfit to anyone who has played before and is returning to the game. You get to wear the specialty clothing of Cloud from Advent Children.
Which was originally a 200-day thing that you would get.
Yep.
I don't know where I got this outfit from. I just logged on today and they gave me this.
I think that's the pre-order for Stormblood, if I remember correctly.
Nice.
Oh, for those of you that do not know and are thinking about playing Final Fantasy XIV, because it might seem like something, for you guys to do with friends, there is, in fact, a recruitment that you can do between one another. If your buddy pays for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days subscriptions and plays consistently with you, you and him or her both obtain prizes for those subscriptions you pay for and subscribe to for. So, like for me and Souls, we joined up together, and I got a specialty chocobo mount that allows me to basically ride it and have another person ride with me.
Actually, I think B went on yours, and then I did mine with Josh.
Nah.
Either way.
Either way, that's pretty much how it works.
And if you're the person that's receiving the stuff, you wind up getting chocobo feathers and extra EXP, I believe. There's some rewards you get, but the people that actually recruit also get incentive to be a mentor towards you.
Yep.
So that way they don't invite you to the game and then throw you to the wolves.
Exactly.
Let's face it, there are a lot of people that do that crap. I want to do the recruiter friend thing. Have fun dying.
That one was you.
No, that was you.
Totally not me.
Yeah, so says the one that has the debuff on him.
You've got the debuff too.
No.
You do. It's right there.
No, that's you that has the debuff. I just have the shield on me.
Don't hinder my judgment. You know this to be true. And lo and behold!
I can't tell if we're level 12 or 18 or 15. It's one of the three.
We're 18. Oh god, final sting. Get away. Let's see what's in treasure chest number 1.
A bomb!
That always seems to be my unfortunate.
Incoming!
Souls here just likes to piss off the local wildlife. Okay, so we actually have an extra thing of Ponder of Steel, so we shall activate it. Basically giving us vulnerability down. This actually makes us more resistant to physical attacks.
Oh crap, I forgot there's a time limit.
A time limit? Oh, we're only at 29.
I know, but that
4-7.
made me panic when it showed up in the bottom. You have this much time. It's like, oh god, time limit! Fuck! We're gonna die!
Souls is a bit of a worrywart.
It's what keeps me alive!
Nope, luring trap.
That means get the f off me! Everyone must kill
Maybe he
us!
didn't want to. Alright, I think level 20 is the max that we can reach.
So, well, we're about to find out. Because we're only on floor 7.
Right. Alright, let's see what we got here. We're going to activate one of these armors of safety, which will remove all the traps in the area.
Aww. That one just kind of walked up on us.
Yeah, he did. Sadly, he died for it. So.
We're still getting the XP,
let's go this
so...
way. Well, I wonder if it'll stop before we get to 21, though. I can't remember. It's been a while.
Murder everything in sight. Yeah.
Now, remember, boys and girls, just this one little tidbit. Just because you activate, the Commander of Safety, means it does not mean that it will remove the mimics. The mimics will actually still stay.
But it does remove the mimic trap.
This is true. It will remove the trap, which changes every treasure chest to a mimic and every enemy to a mimic.
Which is kind of amusing.
Just a little bit.
We're in this room full of treasure chests. Why is that?
You don't want to know.
Hey, Key.
I sadly cannot see her message.
She says hi. Need to
Put
debuff
defense
you.
down on me. Oh, you got rid of the poison.
That's a good thing.
Oh, here we go. If you get a treasure chest like this, this is what you want to try and hold on to until you defeat the boss. If you die before you reach the boss and beat the boss, you will actually lose these treasure chests. So remember, plan your party carefully.
Oh, I keep forgetting I have to take my icon off of you to be able to open chest. I keep forgetting that interface.
Let's go this way.
Well, we're also making really good time. We got 25 minutes to complete 2 floors. This floor and the boss.
Alright, let's go ahead and remove any traps since the next floor is the boss anyways.
All I know is I remember the second set of floors and how much of a pain in the ass the boss is.
The plant boss.
Okay.
Souls is very bane of existence.
That
Holy
thing
hell,
did
that's a
not
lot of
like
hornets.
us.
And Souls decides to bring a bug. Oh shoot. They're activating Final Sting. Get away from them. For those of you that don't know, the Hornet's Final Sting abilities suck.
A lot.
They have 2 different chances to do something to you, which is, one, they will
Running back around
insta-kill
to
you,
you,
or 2, they will deal massive amounts of damage.
At least I make a good decoy still.
Unchanged Ether full armor. You can go ahead and activate that one, Souls, if you want. The steel.
Use it steel?
Yep, that's what I said. Commander
Activate.
of Steel. Yep, a good thing to do is to switch off with your party members. If the maximum amount of items that you can hold is 3. So if you get one of strength and one of steel that's extra, then switch it off. Give it to maybe your guys' healers. Let them, be able to tank a little more damage before they go down. This way they don't die as quickly.
It's really good if you're doing a duo thing like this.
Yep.
There's still no more to the dungeon.
There's a treasure chest in the teleporter. Oh, coffer of strength. And see, like if there's a strength one and you have some heavy damage dealing melees, then allow them to pop one of them off. Not only does it increase their damage, but it also increases the amount of healing they obtain as well. This is also a good way to obtain, high potions, high ethers, high potions.
Oh, we got a hornet. Coming from behind.
And he's dead.
You know what? You know how I originally said the first 10 floors? Why don't we do the first 20 instead, just the first 10?
Well, we are making pretty good time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, okay, I was originally thinking just the first 10 because it would be an hour, but We'll go for the first 20.
Nope, we got a coffer of strength. Soul to tell you.
What am I going to do with strength?
Increase the amount of healing you do to yourself.
Oh, good point.
Alright, to the boss.
Yeah! I think the first one's a dragon, isn't it?
I believe it's the dragon. I believe the first boss is the dragon, the second one is the plant, third one is the chimera.
Fourth one is the witch who, if she hits you with her AoE and lights up all the circles, is an insta-wipe.
No, I think the fourth one is the Hydra, and then we have the witch afterwards. Alright, I'm going to activate a Commander of Steel real quick.
I'm going to renew our thing even though I know it's not going to run out. Better safe than sorry, though.
Right. Now, one thing to do is to see if you have a Commander of Lust. A good thing to do is have the healer, basically stay back, heal you, and use the Commander of Lust to, burst down the boss for a bit. It basically doubles the amount of damage that you do to him. Now, if you feel like your melee person can, handle it, then you can actually have the healer take over as the, succubus, and you dish out the damage to him. But that's up to Souls if he thinks he's up to the task.
You go ahead and do it.
Alright. Then I will go ahead and get his attention, and I will activate it.
It's specific!